Enough is enough. How long will you allow the potential inside you to lie dormant? Do not allow another day to pass without being able to say, I gave it my all. You can't get out of bed when you say you will. You call this freedom? Take care with the next 24 hours. Treat each one as if it were the highest gift you could receive. We are not spending time. We are spending our life. The fastest way to grow as a human being is to stop complaining. The more difficult an undertaking, the greater rewards you will reap from doing it. Just focus on today, handle what is in front of you, and watch your anxiety dissipate. Tomorrow's troubles are not yet your concern. To go on living like everyone else, what is the point? Life is but the flicker of a light in an eternity of darkness. Use it up while you still can. Be extraordinary. Whatever arises for you, welcome it with open arms. This is your fate. The task now is to extract the good from it. The man who knows where he is going will always win the race against the man who doesn't. Before beginning each day, ask yourself how you would like to feel at the end of it. Your abilities are determined by how well you can focus. Distractions will limit you. Stop selling yourself short. Today will be the day where external things will not get the better of you. You will choose strength over weakness, courage over cowardice, virtue over vice. No matter what they do to you, they cannot take away your ability to choose how you respond. Without challenges, how would we get better? How could we ever discover the strength of which we are truly capable? If you are fighting through difficulties, it means a hero is being born. The people you encounter may be difficult, but do not let them disrupt your serenity, kindness, and grace. We are much better when we work together.
Time is fleeting. Postpone nothing. Stay present. Bring forth your best.
Accept humbly, let go easily. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. No action should be undertaken without aim, or other than in conformity with the principle affirming the art of life. Love only what falls your way and is fated for you. What could suit you more than that? Take care that you never treat the misanthropic as they treat mankind. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. Even if you burst with indignation, they will still carry on regardless. Try out too how the life of the good man goes for you, the man content with his dispensation from the whole, and satisfied in his own just action and kind disposition. no wandering. In every impulse, give what is right. In every thought, stick to what is certain. All is ephemeral, both memory and the object of memory. Look into their directing minds. Observe what even the wise will avoid or pursue. Change. Nothing inherently bad in the process. Nothing inherently good in the result. To pursue the impossible is madness, and it is impossible for bad men not to act in character. Look within. Do not allow the special quality or worth of anything to pass you by. All that exists will soon change. Either it will be turned into vapour, if all matter is a unity, or it will be scattered in atoms. The governing reason knows its own disposition, what it creates, and what is the material for its creation. Let one thing be your joy and comfort, to move on from social act to social act, with your mind on God. Accustom yourself not to be disregarding of what someone else has to say. As far as possible, enter into the mind of the speaker. What does not benefit the hive does not benefit the bee either. How many with whom I came into the world have already left? How many who once rose to fame are now consigned to oblivion, and how many who sang their fame are long disappeared? Standing straight or held straight. Soon you will have forgotten all things. Soon all things will have forgotten you. On death, either dispersal if we are atoms, or if we are a unity, extinction or a change of home. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, in that it stands ready for what comes and is not thrown by the unforeseen. Dig inside yourself. Inside there is a spring of goodness ready to gush at any moment, if you keep digging. Let nobody any more hear you blaming palace life. Don't hear yourself blaming it. When you speak in the Senate or to an individual, be straightforward, not pedantic. Use language which rings true. If you have sharp sight, use it, but, as the poet says, add wise judgment. Men are born for the sake of each other, so either teach or tolerate. Enter into the directing mind of everyone, and let anyone else enter your own. The sinner sins against himself. The wrongdoer wrongs himself by making himself morally bad. There can often be wrongs of omission as well as commission. Erase the print of imagination. Stop impulse. Quench desire. Keep your directing mind its own master. Jettison the judgment, and you are saved. And who is there to prevent this jettison?
Banish your fear of looking a fool. In the beginning, you must stumble your way forward, giving little regard to appearances. It is a matter of will not to succumb to what disturbs you. You must resolve to be unshaken. Challenges appear, not to harm you, but to give you an opportunity to prove yourself worthy. Nothing shows strength of character more than bearing a burden with grace. To be able to fight another day is enough reason to give thanks. Each breath a blessing from the gods. We often suffer more from our thoughts about a situation than from the problem itself. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, what is in my control and what is not in my control? Constant thoughts about the past and future rob each moment of the attention it deserves. Anchor yourself to the present, or risk your life passing you by without ever being properly lived. Death is coming for us all. Do not lose sight of the fact that your time here is limited. Allow this to dictate your thoughts and actions. Happiness appears when we are being the best we can be. It isn't found in acquiring more possessions. If you cannot see the value of what you already possess, no amount of fortune will satisfy your craving. Everything you need already lies within you. You need only apply yourself to see your true power manifest. Anything of value will take time to appear. Patient, steady progress will bring your goal to fruition. To rush and look for shortcuts will only bring ruin. Discipline, moderation, and positive thoughts are the pillars of a stable mind. Time is fleeting. Postpone nothing. Stay present. Bring forth your best.
A warrior must subdue himself before he can subdue his enemies. Clear eyes see accurately. The quiet mind thinks calmly. The steady hand strikes decisively. Mad passion flares brightly and quickly burns itself out. Stoke the steady flames of discipline, wisdom, and will. If you don't want to obey others, you will have to learn to obey yourself. That is not as easy as it sounds. You cannot address your weakness if you won't admit you have any. Befriend the truth and make it your ally in all things. Life is a storm that will test you unceasingly. Don't wait for calm waters that may not arrive. Derive purpose from resilience. Learn to sail the raging sea. Accepting the inevitable is the beginning of strength and freedom. Self-criticism is productive and healthy. Self-loathing is neurotic and destructive. Don't mistake one for the other. Learn from your past, don't live in it. The past must be integrated, it cannot be wished away, but it also should not be allowed to devour the future. Today is tomorrow's past. Don't spend it reliving yesterday. See the infinite flowering of now. Embrace all chaos that is out of your control. This is how it is. Why should it be otherwise? Move the levers that are within your grasp. Sharpen the blade of will. Strike with precision. Accept and endure. Unstable times allow agile individuals to rapidly climb formally gated hierarchies. Don't underestimate the value of moderate effort consistently applied. Many people are willing for the storm to pass so they can sail calm waters. They do not stop to consider that while they are indeed the ship, they may also be the storm. There is tremendous power in acceptance. To fully accept suffering and misfortune frees you from fear. You can appreciate good times because you are not tormented by the knowledge that they will end. They will. Such is the way of things, and we must live in accord with reality. Let wisdom be allied with will. Let effort be enhanced by self-knowledge. Let endurance resist adversity. Let conviction and conscience light a path through the dark. Heroes provide an example that allows us to measure the distance between what we are and what we could be. Most of us are good when being good is convenient. Heroes are good when it is not convenient. Their courage shames and challenges us. Turbulent times have a way of breathing new life into lost causes. A ruin need not stay a ruin. It can be the foundation for renewal. A minute of rage can undo a lifetime of diligent effort. Self-control is self-preservation. Most of us won't look back on the moments we acted in anger as among our finest. Do not act when the tide of rage flows in. Wait for it to go out, then act with reason and proportion. We tend to punish those closest to us for our own dark moods. They cannot read our minds well enough to avoid offending us. We lash out at them for the mistreatment we feel we've received from others who are not present. Misery and mistrust spread like an airborne virus. Cowards are bold in a crowd. Weak men become murderers in mobs. The road to mastery is only travelled by those who can tolerate being a beginner. Knowledge begins with the acknowledgement of ignorance. Modern people may have to learn and discard many skills through their lives. Those who can embrace being a beginner will thrive. Many think great success will pacify their critics. Quite the contrary. Criticism will multiply as you grow and progress. Positive attention does not come without negative attention. This is the price of having an impact. Why are the best among us often subject to the most ruthless attacks? Many people see a good example as a mirror that reflects their own failings back at them. They could learn from this feeling, or they could try to shatter the mirror. Many choose the latter. Anger is briefly energizing, but ultimately exhausting. Anger clouds the judgment, leading us into one disaster after another. Anger allows anyone capable of provoking us to manipulate our behavior. Find a fuel that burns cleaner. Obsessing over your enemies will make you more like them. Winning a bad game is no victory. Self-pity is the cause of many sorrows and the solution to none of them. Effectiveness begins with elimination. Choose your ignorances as carefully as your interests. Blaming others makes us feel better about our shortcomings, but it doesn't help us address them. Good planning is insurance against future moodiness and inconsistency. Do your important thinking when you are mentally sharp. Adversity is always opportunity. Life is full of trouble. Life ends. Denying these truths is an unstable solution. They will always surface, often when we most wish they wouldn't. It is better to welcome the onslaught of adversity. We learn to endure by enduring. Pain is a teacher that commands the attention of every student. A lesson learned from suffering is not easily forgotten. A warrior must subdue himself before he can subdue his enemies. Clear eyes see accurately. The quiet mind thinks calmly. The steady hand strikes decisively. Mad passion flares brightly and quickly burns itself out. Stoke the steady flames of discipline, wisdom, and will. Embrace all chaos that is out of your control. This is how it is. Why should it be otherwise? Move the levers that are within your grasp. Sharpen the blade of will. Strike with precision. Accept and endure. There is tremendous power in acceptance. To fully accept suffering and misfortune frees you from fear. You can appreciate good times because you are not tormented by the knowledge that they will end. They will. Life is a storm that will test you unceasingly. Don't wait for calm waters that may not arrive. Derive purpose from resilience. Learn to sail the raging sea.